The third episode of the amazing digital circus is getting closer, and we now have a ton of info about the upcoming events and characters. One of the most intriguing figures is Jax, because after episode 2, we've got even more questions about who he really is and what his true plans are.
Well, maybe there'll be blood, death, and violence in the next adventure.
Ha 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 ha, how wholesome.
Ever since the pilot episode, we've known Jax as the guy who shows zero remorse or empathy toward others.
Kane, is this one of your NPCs or is this a new sucker? Because if it's a new character, we're gonna have to redo this whole theme song.
I'm not doing that again.
What exit? If there was a way to leave, I'm pretty sure we'd have all left by now.
Yeah, what are you talking about?
Oh no, they killed Zubul. Anyway, you guys wanna go get something to eat?
His weird obsession with Gangle both fascinates part of the audience, and at the same time turns many viewers against him.
They broke my comedy mask.
So, Kane, we having a new adventure today for the newbie or what?
Here's another great example.
What's happening?
It's just Kaufmo. Don't worry about it.
Kaufmo abstracted?
Nah, he's fine.
You're right! How are we gonna get out of here?
Guys, over there.
Ladies first. No, wait, why would I say that?
Episode 2 continued his story, and by the end, we saw that deep down, Jax actually feels something about the fact that he doesn't have any real friends in the digital circus. And recently, we've gotten more glimpses of Jax in episode 3, and these leaks really make you think. From the very first scenes, it's clear Jax isn't changing at all and will stay the same as ever, always the most proactive among everyone. But his energy is still directed towards self-gratification, not helping others. And as we know, Jax's only true desire is chaos.
I'm sure it was no easy task.
You have no idea.
Farewell, brave knights. Have fun executing that bandit fella.
Yes, that is what we're doing.
Oh, hey, maybe I didn't leave the gate unlocked for nothing after all.
What? I thought he was dead. You still did that?
Okay, wait. You did what now?
Well, love to help you again sometime. Bye!
We all remember how Pomni was super anxious about everything happening in the digital circus, and only now is her life starting to somewhat calm down. But that's the last thing that makes Jax happy. Quite the opposite. When everyone's happy, the rabbit is sad. And realizing he might lose a mentally unstable toy like Pomni, he's even more driven to bring chaos into their next adventure. This all started even before the teleportation to Mildenhall Manor. After Kane's words, Pomni was already freaked out, and Jax just stoked those flames. Inside the manor, Jax seemed totally chill and even kind of happy, while Pomni was losing her cool. Meanwhile, Jax, full of enthusiasm, was pushing her to the edge, reminding us of that scene from the pilot episode. But the really interesting stuff comes from the minigame. For about 60% of the time, Jax was the one scaring the heck out of Pomni and Kinger. In such a high-stress situation, even the smallest sound could mentally break any of the characters. Oh wait, that's no ghoul. That's just your best friend Jax. Oh, that Jax. Always up to his tricks and messing with folks. What a character. What a guy. Wait, why are you going for the shotgun? Nobody really questioned why we suddenly stopped getting descriptions of some scenes in the new episode. What if Pomni actually lost her mind after that stupid rabbit's prank and really shot Jax? Looking at her face and that creepy sacrifice yourself message is seriously unsettling. As we know, you can't really die in the digital circus. You can only abstract.
Oh, Kaufmo's been abstracted. That's okay.
What is that?
It might be that terrible thing I was talking about earlier when you reach your breaking point. Okay, wait. Maybe there's still time to fix him if we get Kane. Whoa, Kaufmo, listen.
So Jax probably won't get seriously hurt, but that's not the only reason. The final scene with Pomni's head mounted on the wall wasn't just there for shock value. In this case, the head is a trophy, put on display by someone who defeated Pomni. And reading the description, it's pretty clear that Kane was probably behind it. Sure, it's probably a wax or plastic replica of her head, But the meaning behind this leak is what's important. Also, remember the previous level of the mini-game where the right answer was to say something mean? Only 2 characters have been shown doing that.
Speak for yourself. If anyone needs me, then off.
Oh god, oh jeez,
Oh my god. Well, how do I,
And maybe the conversation between Kane and Zubul was hinting that Pomni was supposed to be there. And again, this all ties back to Jax, who is the key element in this puzzle. He's the one driving the other characters to madness. He's like the puppet master, trying to control everyone and get involved in every interesting situation in the digital circus and Kane's adventures. The perfect example of this is that scene from episode 2.
All right, Gangle. When we catch up to him, I'll jump over, crawl inside, and shoot him repeatedly until they're unrecognizable.
I feel like that violates some kind of convention.
You're violating my ears with your clapback. Get driving, driver!
So, Pomni, I'm sure there's some way you could help out here. Maybe when we catch up to them, we could...
Gotta be assertive. Like this!
Jax!
Here's another scene featuring this crazy rabbit and his proclivities.
Hey, Gangle. You should ram into him.
What? You should not ram them! Pomni's still on board!
Do it. It'll be epic.
Why are there so many knives back here?
Do it, or I'll tell Ragatha about the figurine thing.
After all that explanation, it's time to reveal Jax's main mission in the 3rd episode and uncover one of his small secrets. We all know Jax loves violence, but I don't think he really wants to be that way. We need to go back to Kane, who, while he may seem insane, isn't actually trying to cause physical harm to the characters. His main goal is to provide maximum entertainment for everyone, and to do that, he needs Jax to bring chaos into the otherwise calm adventures. Jax knows that nothing truly terrible can happen to them, so he behaves in ways that genuinely terrify the others. Jax is essentially a puppet controlled by Kane, doing everything he can to please his boss. But there's also a darker theory. In the digital circus, one of the residents is destined to become an abstracted monster after a certain period of time, and Kane knows this. To avoid driving the residents mad himself, Kane hired Jax, giving him a guarantee of survival and possibly even freedom in the future, as long as he helps push characters toward abstraction. For a long time, his main target was Gangle, but after Pomni showed up, everything changed. We all remember that Pomni isn't exactly the calmest character. She can be pretty sharp-tongued, even with the administrator. Kane obviously doesn't like that kind of behavior, and now he's given Jax a new target: Pomni. The head we saw is a symbol, a trophy that Jax offered to Kane. Of course, Pomni won't be abstracted since she's the main face of the show, but that image could represent the beginning of the total breakdown of her mental health.